Good morning, people. As requested in the comments of my previous video, today I would like to talk about lane splitting. Which lane is best? How do you know if you can fit or not? And how do you give way to the people behind you who are faster than you? Okay, I don't have a list or sequence. Or any do's and don'ts that I remember like right now. So let's just go ahead and lane split today and see what advice I can come up with. We use today's encounters, today's example to advise lah. Okay, let's start with how fast should you lane split. Of course, like the more confidence you gain, the faster you will lane split lah. So if you see anyone lane splitting slowly, very hesitant, give them space, because they still new to it or they still not confident. See, like this, sup. Okay, for me, when I lane split, I align myself, then I just stay like that. Like most people, when I see they lane split, wow, they lean their bike as if they're doing pylon, you know. There's no need for that. Shit, boss, I need fuel. Give me fuel, give me fire. When you are lane splitting, number one, make sure there's minimally some speed difference between you who are lane splitting and the vehicle that is not lane splitting, which is the cars, lorry, buses, or even bikes that is not lane splitting. Because if you are going the same speed as the vehicles that are driving along the lane, then it doesn't make sense at all to lane split. That's one of my pet peeve lah. I don't like it when people lane split but they follow the speed. They lane split but they follow the speed of the vehicle that is in the lane. To me, that is nonsensical. I think left is clear, let's go to the left. Yes, I was right. Let's go back to the right, because we are going to lane split on the right afterwards. Okay, and if you are not lane splitting, make sure as much as you can stay in the middle of the lane, or at least give enough room on your sides so that other people can lane split. Okay, look at this guy. He is not lane splitting and he is in the middle of the lane because he knows other people wants to go past. So give him a wave to thank him. If you are not confident of letting go of your handlebar while lane splitting, then don't lah. Just give them a nod, or you still hold your handlebar but you straighten all your fingers so it looks like you're waving. Final destination. Signal right and go to the lane splitting position. Okay, personally, if I see two side mirrors aligned next to each other, I usually hold back, because that's where the width of the lane you are trying to squeeze in becomes small. and that's when things go wrong. Usually lah, that's where things go wrong lah. Like handlebar hit side mirror, then because of the impact, the side mirror press your front brake, and then you front flip. These kind of things can happen lah. Been there, done that. I think I myself broke a few side mirrors before lah, and I'm not innocent. I'm a nuisance. Okay, but how to master lane splitting? For me, I would start by lane splitting on the left lane. The lane between second lane and third lane, or third lane and fourth lane. Like now is between third lane and fourth lane. Why? Because this is where the traffic is usually slower than the right lane, and it gives you more opportunity to learn lane splitting at lower speed. I used to have a friend who relax bro, I'm in the lane, relax, don't kancong. Remember gabra sah. Okay, I used to have a friend, now no longer a friend, now one of my enemies, because he backstabbed me. Okay, the story about him and lane splitting is, after he accumulated about 10 years of riding experience, his younger brother, whose age gap is quite big, passed his class 2B. So he wanted to train his brother to teach him how to lane split. You know how he do it? Peak hour. I think it was evening peak hour. He start the bike, he tell his brother, come, follow me. Then he say, no matter what, stick to my back. Like, make sure you are behind me the whole time. And what he do after that? He lane split as fast as he can. Then he make his younger brother chase after him. Stupid, right? That boy still new to riding, then you hantam him like that. What if something goes wrong? Are you going to be responsible for it? No, right? Let the kid learn. Remember, if you are going as fast as the traffic, no need to lane split. Or if the road is clear, don't need to lane split. Like here, from far away, you see that there's traffic build up already. Align yourself to the lane splitting lane. Prepare yourself. Check whether you can fit or not, and go. Oh, there's an ambulance merging with the main traffic. Alamak, Black Parade lah. Just see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up. Oh yeah, and look out for signal lights, because this can happen. Like, I don't blame the drivers who change lane while you are lane splitting, because sometimes they don't see you, especially at like very dense traffic like this. They might not see you in their side mirror, so they look at it, they think it's clear, they signal, and then they move out. The ones, if you really want to scold them, you want to screw their 7th generation after that, is the ones who don't signal and suddenly change lane in traffic like this. Those are the type of drivers who cause the accidents on BKE before the Woodlands Custom. From my point of view, there's only 2 reasons for you to lane split. One is you are moving faster than traffic, and you are riding a motorcycle lah. this lane splitting only applies for motorcycle. Even a trike or a three-wheel motorcycle, to me, they shouldn't lane split, but sometimes they still do. But this lane splitting to me only applies for motorcycles, and applies to countries and states that legalize lane splitting. Like some countries in America, some states in America, it is not legal. Like even if you ride bike, you still have to follow traffic, sit behind the car and wait. Okay, so the first reason you should anyone should be lane splitting is to move faster than the traffic lah. The cars, the bus, the lorries, the vans. Like there's two ways. If you're going faster than the traffic, it's either you are on the lane split lane all the way, or you only use it to overtake. After that you go back to the lane when the traffic is clear. For me, I do the second method most of the time, unless it's my daily commute, which is very far, and most of the time it's heavy traffic lah, so I lane split all the way. Maybe 90% of the time, the rest I'm in the lane. Okay, let's split here. Okay, I see a clear path, then go for it. Okay, this is how I lane split. Like I tilt my bike, but I'm not turning the bike. Okay, this one is a bit squeezy, so I zap. Okay, don't use my judgment as your guidance. You might end up crashing, because my judgment is different from yours. I have a very broad shoulder. I think my shoulder width is wider than my handlebar for this bike lah. For my Tracer, yeah, the handlebar is wider. So for this bike, the gap judgment comes more naturally, because I judge it by the size of my shoulder. Wah bang, jangan marah bang. Ni merging lane. It's okay for him to go to the left like that. Oh, tak jadi bang. I thought you were going. Okay, let's enter from here. It looks a bit safer. Permisi, tumpang lalu. Okay, from normal lane, you feel like it's too slow, check your mirror first and then you go. Don't be like most riders that I encounter daily, who just swerve only. Then when people langgar them, fight. Okay, if you are going to lane split on the left side, which is between the second and third lane, be aware of the heavy vehicles side mirror. If you ride with me for a long time already, confirm you see before, and I'm always dodging side mirrors. Okay, left lane will be better for beginners because the traffic is slower and you can learn lane splitting at a lower speed. However, the left lane is usually more difficult. Why? Because mostly it's heavy vehicle lah. Okay, see, like this guy, he is not lane splitting, but he is like, he gelek left and right. Fuck off lah, you check mirror then never signal. then stay on the lane, split lane. See, that's one bad example. Okay, look out for this kind of drivers also. In a bend, their judgment might be different from other drivers. So their positioning might be good at first, but along the bend, they start to cut into the line or something. You see, this guy suddenly swerve like that. You also have to understand that some drivers are paranoid. Some drivers are maybe a bit PTSD of lane splitting bikes because they were once a victim of a broken side mirror. So when like you lane splitting happily, there's enough room for you to squeeze in, then suddenly they swerve towards you. Why? Because the opposite side, which is their driver's side, most of the time there's a bike lane splitting past them, and what they do is they intend to give more room for that rider. But you will think like, hey, sialah, then I lane split here, you don't want to give me room, you give room to another rider. Please understand, drivers are more lopsided because they are seated on the side of the car. If the driver is driving a McLaren F1 and they are seated at the center of the car, I think they will drive like a motorcyclist. They will be more evenly aware of both sides. Okay, because they are seated on the right side of the vehicle, the side mirror that is on the right side is closer to them. That's why they are more obvious. The vehicles that are on their right is more obvious. They might not see you when you are on their left. Okay, I hope you understand that. How I know this? Because I ride and I drive also. It's best if you can do both. Especially drivers, try to take bike license, try to take up motorcycle riding, not just for you to embrace the two-wheel wonders, but it's also for you to help you understand what it's like to be on two wheels. Okay, like for this section, usually I follow the speed of the traffic, so there's no need for me to lane split lah. I just chill until I reach a point where I think the traffic is too slow. Then I will start lane splitting. Are you going? Are you gonna go? Are you coming into this lane? No? Okay, I gave you chance already. Don't say I never give you chance. Okay, signal right. Hey, P-plate. Hey, hello, P-plate. You want to change lane, you signal. Okay lah, but your awareness, you really need to be aware of your surroundings. That will help you a lot. Like years of riding kinda give me my Sharingan. For Naruto fans, you understand what I'm talking about. For Marvel fans, I developed a Spidey sense. Wah, double stacker. Is that even allowed? Like, how do you know it's not too tall? I don't know. Okay, now it's clear traffic, so there's no lane splitting for me to document. There will be a type of rider that I hate the most. They will be riding on the dotted line, on the broken white line. in clear traffic, like open road, there's 3 lanes for you to choose from. There's no vehicle on your left or right, but you ride all the way, you stick to the dotted line. This type of riders, I don't like it. Annoying. Okay, not because it's like occupying space, you know, irritating or what. No, because the riders who usually do that, okay, the line is here. It's not that they are going to stay straight on that line all the way, you know. If they do that, I don't mind. But this type of bikers, usually they are swerving around. They are going left and right constantly. Then sometimes when their mind is a bit drifted, they swerve to the left. Then when you think, okay, I want to overtake this bike, I want to choose the right side. Then as you are about to overtake, they swerve back to the right. This happens a lot, and I hate that. Oh shit, I haven't mentioned the second reason. Second reason for you to lane split. But this second reason, I wouldn't recommend anyone doing it lah. Right? Don't bother. Okay, for example, you are travelling on the right lane, but the traffic is like now it's going like 70, 80. I'm talking about Malaysia highway. Then on your left side is congested or slower, maybe 60. Then the car behind you high beam, asking you to give way. Then the only lane you can choose is the lane split lane. But why I say I wouldn't do that? Because someone might suddenly come in between the cars and hit you while you shifting to that lane. So don't do that. Only lane split if you are going faster than traffic. And yeah, if can, don't go too fast lah. My rule of thumb is just the car is going like that, you agak-agak, maybe you are going 10 to 20% faster. That's all. 10 to 20% faster, good enough already. If you are able to do more, if you are able to go faster, you have the courage, you have the skills, then go ahead. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own life, your own safety, your own future. If you're planning to be reckless, then be prepared to face any consequences. Oh yes, and while you are lane splitting, don't follow too closely. Like really, don't tailgate the bike in front. You are able to see what's ahead of them because they are small frame. Okay, they are not very wide, so they don't really block your view. Or maybe you're riding a taller bike and you judge for them. You tend to judge for them, like, oh, this guy can fit, this guy can fit. So you proceed according to what you judge. However, don't do that. Why? Because the person's judgment is different than yours. It's not the same. Okay, like now you see the X-Max in front of me. You can tell, oh, can fit, no problem. But there will be one moment where he suddenly feel like, hey shit, I think I cannot fit. Then he brake. Okay. Yeah, but this guy, he brake because the bike in front brake lah. Okay, but okay, you see there's one car out of alignment. but for me I can fit. For example, like this example I'm talking about, the bike in front is the leading bike means there's no other bike lane splitting in front of him. He is the first position and you are second. Normally that's where a motorcycle pile up happens. Shit, I think I'm running out of petrol, man. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. Sorry. Shit. Elias Road, okay. Okay, my bike managed to start, and fortunately there is a SO at Elias Road. So let's pump petrol here. Bodoh lah Pul. Too busy vlogging. See, mati again. Matilah nak. Kau yes, petrol. Shit. I believe it's here. Turn left. Oh, okay. I'm here already. Oh, damn it. Tak pernah saya habis sampai kering gini. Okay, it's okay. At least I know my actual full tank capacity. Why I ran out of petrol? Because I told my wife yesterday, hey, I want to go JB. I want to send off. Yes, I managed to start the bike. Perfect. So this is the upgraded 7 liters tank. Let's see if it's really 7 liters. 6.5. Come on, you got 500 ml in you. Nope. Oh, there's air bubbles. Okay, never mind. 6.7 boleh lah. 6.7 can get me 300 kilometers. This is the problem with aftermarket parts. There you go. Problem with aftermarket parts, it doesn't fit perfectly. Reset. Trip 1 reset. Fuel economy average, reset. Oh, this is the entrance. Fuck, why is it terbalik? Sorry, I'm not from around here and I didn't notice the arrow. Is there a U-turn nearby? I hope so. Kalau tak jauh je. Okay, let's go back to lane splitting. A bit of side quest there. Remember guys, make sure to check your fuel level every time you leave your house or leave your car park. Ayo, oh, just my luck lah. There's a nearby petrol station. If not, confirm stranded on. Okay, so for lane splitting, don't rush when you want to lane split. When you want to learn how to lane split, don't rush the learning process. If you are new to riding and you are scared to lane split, then I suggest you don't. If you really want to start learning how to lane split, start with red lights. Like the traffic light is red, then there's a long queue of cars ahead of you and it's going to be stationary for a while. Then you lane split in between those stationary cars lah. That's the best way to learn because you can waddle your way through. That's where the plank lesson helps you a lot. Like, I'm sure there are times when you are in the driving school taking your license, you'll be thinking to yourself like, why am I learning this? What's the reason behind, what's the real life application for this particular skills that I'm learning? Okay, for plank is slow speed maneuver lah. Simple, slow speed maneuver, like lane splitting. Okay, for merging lane like this, like zebra crossings, you know, personally I don't like to lane split here, like this kind of merging lane, because there will always be a car next to you. There will be in that situation, there will be a car or bus or van next to you that is blocking your view, and you don't really have a clear sight of the oncoming vehicles. And yeah, it might end up ugly. Pardon me. Why you sengit, uncle? Bundek lu. That's one of the reckless way to lane split lah. Like I said in my reply to that comment, I am not really the best person to advise on lane splitting, because on my daily commute, my lane splitting very unethical. Okay lah guys, I think I end the vlog here lah. If there's any other advice or any other tips that I miss out, okay, I'm sure there's many riders out there who are more experienced and more knowledgeable than me. Feel free to add on in the comment section. And yeah, I think it's quite important to cover this topic because lane splitting is one of the things that driving center don't teach us, but they give us the fundamentals to learn lane splitting, which is narrow plank, pylon. and it's up to you to take that skill to the next level with lane splitting. Okay, alright guys, time to work lah. Now reach work already, got a lot of work to do. That will be all for this video. I think this was a very long lecture and I'm getting thirsty already lah. Okay, alright, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you see me outside and you want to approach me, just call me lah. You know my name, Apple. Alright, thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.